everybody. So it is the morning of my first ketamine treatment. I had a hard time sleeping last night. I was just so excited. Like, I have butterflies in my stomach. Just like this feeling of excitement and like, I know a little bit what to expect, sort of, because it's not like I've never taken something like this, but I've never taken this in particular. But of course, this is in a different setting, right? Like, it's all, you know, very clinical. I'm not tired. I mean, actually, I guess I could go back to sleep if this wasn't going on, but I have to get ready, and this is happening in an hour from now, so I'll probably check in again in the car. Okay, talk to you a bit. Okay, so we're on the way to the hospital. My husband took the day off work so he could drop me off and pick me up. I'm very nervous. I always am nervous before any kind of appointment though, so this is nothing new or unique. So yeah, so on our way. Okay, so just sitting outside in the hospital parking lot, just waiting for the time to go in. He told me to go there at a specific time. Because of COVID, I guess they don't want people waiting around or whatever. So go in at 9:20 and register at the front. And yeah, this is happening. Very nervous, but it's gonna be all good. And I will check in after. All right. Hi guys, so I'm back in the car. I'm sorry. I keep laughing. I'm still sort of feeling the effects of ketamine. I'm very, basically I feel very happy. That's what I'm gonna try to recall like the things that were going through my head that when I was there, but maybe later, I don't know. There was another girl there in the recliner, like to my left, like if I turned my head I could see her, but she was very helpful. At first I thought, well, maybe I'll go behind a curtain so I can be by myself, but she was helping me and she was really nice, and she was like telling me it was her third time, so she's a pro. But we're just gonna go through the drive-thru here so I can get something to eat because I haven't eaten anything yet. I sort of felt a little bit nauseous a couple minutes ago. But yeah, so so far so good. Like, I feel
sausage just by themselves.
Really good.
Is it too late?
One thing I wanted to note, one way that I felt while I was in there was that you know, like I feel like I isolate myself from people because I don't feel a connection with people, and I want to not feel a connection with people because I'm, you know, because of CPTSD makes me afraid. But while I was there, like, that was gone. That disconnect was gone. Hi everybody. So it's been about 5 hours since my ketamine treatments, ketamine infusion, and still kind of feel like it's sort of like in waves coming in and out. But I'm feeling more clear in my head. I just want to explain like what it felt like when I was there during the ketamine infusion. When I first got there and got to the room where it was going to be done, there was two recliners and there was two like bed areas, like with the curtains where you could draw the curtains. And first she put me into the bed area one or whatever, so I went and waited there, and then she said, "Oh, what are you here for?" And then she realized, "Oh, you're supposed to go over to the recliner." So I was in the recliner, and there was another girl like right to my left, right? I think I already mentioned that. And usually I would be very, usually like I would want to be alone. Like because I isolate myself all the time. Like, and going in for a procedure like this, I'm kind of private. Like normally I was, but I didn't know who the person was. I sort of recognized her from around town probably, but it was nice to have somebody to ask, to talk to. Like I said, have you done this before? Like, and she said this is her third time. So she was helping me. She was saying, this is how you're probably going to feel. It'll feel like this. And, and sort of, telling me what to expect afterwards, like when I go home and tonight and whatnot. And so that was really, really helpful. So one of the first things that I want to say is that I felt very free. And what I mean by that is my inner critic was gone. I felt free to be me. I noticed how free I was because I was laughing out loud. I was making jokes. And I noticed how good it felt. Just be me and not worry. Oh, what are they going to think of me? Did I just laugh too loud? Did, are they going to think I'm weird? And whatnot. I was just free. And a little bit about what it felt like. And also there was like people coming in and out. It was like, it was loud. And during ketamine treatments, your senses are heightened. So usually like they'll dim the lights or they'll tell you to like put headphones on and listen to like soothing music or whatever. And I didn't have that. I thought maybe they might have that available there, but probably with COVID, they wouldn't have, that. So next time I'm going to bring headphones. If there is a next time, I'm hoping there's going to be a next time, because I'm thinking that I'm probably going to need more than one, infusion. But yeah, and like she asked me about my last name, and I was just joking, and then I realized after how I just felt so happy. I felt so happy. And I think I even said that to the nurse or the doctor. I can't remember which one it was, but he was like, "Oh, you do okay?" He kept coming by, and I sort of felt like I was putting my thumb up. I think I was, and at one point I remember saying, "I just feel really happy. I'm so happy." And yeah, and I also like the physical feeling, like unless I like moved my body, like I couldn't really feel my body. I felt like I was like a cloud, like I was sort of floating like a cloud with eyeballs. I was a cloud with eyes. And at one point the girl next to me started talking to me in the middle of it, right? And she's like, because I guess she just figured that she should check in with me or something. So she was just like, how you doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, I feel, it's just really feel really light and just, and she's like, yeah, you feel like a cloud. Like, yeah, I even just feel like eyeballs, just eyes, which is kind of weird, but, and you saw me in the video, their clip, like right after when I was still in the car with my husband, like I just couldn't stop laughing. Not that I was just nonstop laughing, but I was just finding things funny, and I felt free to just, like, and I even had to deal with some financial stuff this afternoon, because like I'm trying to get on this other benefit thing, because I have to stay home with my my son for him to go to school, and like even if I feel better enough to go to work, like he's still gonna be at home, so I still have to stay home. So I'm trying to, like, there's all this benefits that the government's come up with for COVID, and so like my husband dropped off a thing for the doctor to fill out, and he filled it out wrong, and so I was like trying to deal with that. like just a little while, like in the afternoon, not right away. But I like usually that would send me over the edge, and I would just be like so stressed out and just like, you know, any kind of financial stuff. But so it's taken, a lot of the pressure off, a lot of the um it's just like my symptoms are not as intense right now. And I feel like I don't feel a headache, but I feel like there's something going on up in my head. And it's not a bad thing. Like, it doesn't hurt or anything. But um from what I've read about, like, there's new neural pathways being formed, and it's happening during the treatment. It happens up to like 24 hours. It could be even 48, but anyways, like afterwards, neural pathways that were destroyed because of PTSD, but also neural pathways, I think, that were never formed because of developmental trauma, are being formed, So, like, this is so awesome. And yeah, so like I said, like, so basically my inner critic was gone. And that was so, so wonderful, so freeing. So, like, I think I'm supposed to be looking over here. I think all the time I think I look at myself, actually. That's why, you're wondering why I don't look into the camera, I think it's because I'm looking at myself when I'm talking. Anyways, I think I covered just 1 second here. I'm just going to look something. I made a few notes earlier. Yeah, so I also noticed during the treatment, that I felt like, because I isolate myself all the time, like, I just felt more connected to people. I felt a connection to all the people around. I didn't feel that, like when somebody came around, I was like, oh, like how I usually feel, like I don't want to see people. I don't want people to see me. It was just, oh, there's a person. And I didn't feel self-conscious, or I didn't feel like I needed to hide. And yeah, like there was a lot of other stuff. Like I said, there was the 2 beds. So there was also a surgeon seeing patients, like for consultations or whatever. And so I could hear, because I didn't have headphones on, I didn't have any music on, I could hear everything that they were talking about, because like I said, like your hearing, all your senses are like magnified. So it was like I was there, and so I was just like, I could hear them talking. They were talking about her bladder or something, right? And I was just like, and then somebody would like go out the exit door, which is right outside the door, like right beside the door where I'm sitting. And somebody go out the door and the door would shut, and it would just like sound like it slammed so loud. And instead of being annoyed by that, it made me laugh. I'd be like, like when the door would slam. I found it so funny because it was so loud. It was just like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like that. Like, so I was just, overall, a very positive experience. Like I say, I'm still probably under the effects a little bit, like, for the first while. I'm not sure. I'm going to ask, like, I go to see the psychiatrist again on April 6th, or I talk to him again on April 6th, and I'm going to ask him if, like, because usually they say that the first one, they don't give you, they're trying to ease you into it, so they don't give you, like, the full dose that they would usually give. So, just wondering if, if it's going to be different the next time. I mean, the same, but, more intense, or what, or if it's going to be, just the same because I'm, I've already had it in my system and more used to it. But, let me tell you, if you are suffering from PTSD and you have a harsh inner critic, and you, are very critical about everything you say, and every, and if you, isolate yourself from people because of your PTSD, because you're fearful of others hurting you, even if that's not conscious, like that is the underlying subconscious thing, right? It's not always conscious that, oh, we're isolating because we just, we do it because it makes us feel safe. We're not always able to articulate that it's, oh, because, people are unsafe or blah, blah, blah. Like, anyhow, I'm in my room right now because I'm making a video. But when I first came home, I didn't even come in here. This is usually where I come right away. This is like, where I hang out. And I sat on the couch. I snuggled my son for a while he was reading. He read to me for his, daily reading. And while he was doing his school, like online, and his dad was helping him, I was like snuggling the dog at the couch and just sort of, going through Facebook and just looking around and checking out my Instagram. And that's another thing that I've noticed, is because I feel so disconnected from people. When people comment on my posts and videos and stuff, I feel so disconnected that sometimes I feel like I can't even comment. That's why most of the time I just give a like, on the comment, so that at least that I've seen it. But I don't always feel like I'm able to participate in a conversation. I feel like I don't know what to say. I feel like a child, basically. I think that social interaction still like triggers me quite a bit. So I think that that's what happens when, when it comes to answering my comments and such. And like I try sometimes too, because there are times when I'm feeling better than other times, when I feel safe enough to be, to be able to do that. And and then sometimes on my Instagram, stuff is just really moving fast over there that I don't get to see some of the comments. Like if it's been a while since I posted it or whatever, if it's been a few days or whatever, like I just don't even see the notification for that unless I go back and check through all of the posts, which I don't always have time to do. Anyhow, that's all beside the point. This is a game changer, you guys. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to find out if I can, do another treatment in April when he comes again, and go from there. So let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. I'm going to piece all these video bits together and get these posted. So yeah, please give this video a like so that people who need to see this video, it'll get pushed in the algorithm. YouTube will, if it doesn't get marked for limited, which happens with a lot of my videos, I have to be very careful about what I say. And, certain words I have to like turn the sound off so that you can't hear them. And otherwise, so not only do I not get paid, or it's limited, like I only get paid if somebody watches on YouTube Premium, it doesn't get pushed, like nobody will see it. And if you're not signed in, you won't see it. I think that's how it works. Anyway, so it's kind of, annoying, but if you could please give this video a like, share it if you think there's somebody that would benefit from it. I'm going to put it in the playlist. You'll see at the end of here, I'll have the playlist listed so that you can watch them all from the, from the beginning of when I first started talking about ketamine treatments. And I also have a playlist that is for people who are talking about ketamine, about them trying the ketamine, and also psychiatrists and psychologists talking about the study of ketamine and treatments, ketamine treatments for PTSD and depression and such. All right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace and love.